Turns out some really weird stuff has been sent into space.
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
Space, the final frontier. For centuries, humans have gazed up into that abyss with amazement and wondered, what crap can we strap to a rocket and send up there into oblivion? Turns out a lot of weird stuff has actually been sent up there.
On purpose?
Boop, 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 on purpose. And today we're gonna explore these things and learn some of them. But some of them are falsified by me, and you have to guess which ones are worth learning and which ones are worth rejecting or just finding mildly humorous because
And what do I win?
I made them up.
What do I win when I win, Link?
Well, you gotta get 5 out of 8 of these true false questions right.
Oh, 5 out of 8, come
and
on.
if you do, that's just over half, you get this, Rhett. Now, at first you may say,
necklace.
what is this? No, read it. Read what it says right there and be gentle with it.
Moonflight 1969.
Now, okay, no. A fan, dude, this is for real, and I'm pretty excited about it. In Good Mythical Morning, I'll give you all the details, but suffice it to say for now, a fan who has a connection with NASA sent us this actual nylon string that was part of the parachute that brought the astronauts that landed on the moon back to Earth afterward.
Let me smell it.
The Apollo 11 moon landing flight back to Earth. That's the parachute cord. You win that. You win. You can keep it on your desk.
Smells like Neil Armstrong.
I have to ask your permission to look
Buzz
at
Aldrin.
it.
Who's the other guy?
And then I'll give you more details
Tom
later.
Hanks.
That was Apollo 13. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna ask the questions. If Rhett looks at my screen, he's not cheating
I get it
because
right.
the answers aren't on there until I tell you the answer.
Oh,
so
so
I
I
know
can look at
sometimes
it?
people don't look at it anyway, but
Okay.
I just want to clear that up. True or false, was this item actually sent into space? A Pizza Hut delivery pizza. That's the longest pizza delivery ever.
First of all, if this was some marketing gimmick, you shouldn't be allowed to do this. There should be a law against it. This really sets a precedent for whether or not anything at all goes. You can send a pizza to space.
You make a good point. True or false? Do you think it really happened?
I'm gonna have hope in humanity say no, this did not happen. They did not send a pizza to space.
It did happen. Pizza Hut became the first company in history to deliver a pizza to space.
Who cares?
After paying the Russians $1 million.
Oh, hold on, did it just like go to the space station?
They delivered it to the space. The
Oh,
Russian
I'm just
space
picturing
station.
like a pizza in space.
Well, alter
like
your.
freezing on one side and frying on the other side.
Well, that's how they cooked it on the way there.
Oh.
It didn't have pepperoni because that wouldn't last the 60-day testing process. It has salami.
So this can be
But he looks
anything that
happy.
was in a shuttle at all that went to space?
Yeah, Rhett. It's not like it's on a
I thought
slingshot.
it was like, get the pizza cannon. Look at the thing spinning, flying saucer.
Well, they didn't do that with anything. You can't use a cannon and get anything into space.
I feel like
can
I
you?
should get that one back, but it's okay. I'll start at a
Space
deficit.
cannon. True or false? A Steve Buscemi autograph and kind note went into space.
To an alien?
No, just think about
They're aliens.
Just think
I'm an actor.
Just think about just think about like an astronaut taking stuff in the shuttle or anything that they wanted to say they took into space, or maybe they have their reasons. Maybe there's a connection between
Why
Steve
not?
Buscemi.
Why not? Steve Buscemi, he's got these kinds of things on his mind, sure.
Does he? Why would he?
No, Steve Buscemi didn't do this.
Oh, you're changing your answer.
Buscemi? Buscemi?
Are you changing your answer? You're changing it back.
I haven't given my answer yet.
Boardwalk Empire. He was in that.
Yes, he did it.
Final answer?
No, he didn't do it.
Final answer?
He didn't do it.
False.
Hey!
He didn't do it. I made it up. Despite being an astronomical actor, his signed autograph has not been shot out into the abyss of space or hitched a ride on a shuttle, at least not yet.
Okay. That's our challenge to you, Steve.
True or false, Luke Skywalker's lightsaber sent into space or not?
Well, I don't know. That George Lucas has a lot of money and a lot of weird ideas.
It came from space. It went all around space anyway.
Yeah, right. It's already been in space. I mean, the whole time it was in a movie, it was in space.
Right. You watched it. You know.
Yeah.
Don't cover your mouth like that. I can't hear what you. I can't hear your wrong answer.
I was just going. It sounds exactly the same with my hand off.
True or false? Luke Skywalker's lightsaber sent into space.
Yeah, of course. It was a replica, but yes, it was the one from the movie. Went into space.
No, I didn't say replica.
It was the one from the movie. Yeah.
True or false? True.
Yeah!
A prop lightsaber actually used in Return of the Jedi went up October 2007 in Discovery Shuttle Flight STS-120 in honor of the 30th anniversary of the release of Star Wars.
Of course it did.
True or false? Space Jam on DVD sent into space.
That would just be too cute.
Ironic.
Too cute.
Well, think about it. Think about.
MJ would never let that happen. Nope.
He has no. Think about the sense of humor of astronauts.
They're not called Space Jordans. They're called Air Jordans.
Think about the. Okay. True. You're saying false. All right, false. Despite being one of the most accurate depictions of outer space ever created, there has never been a Space Jam DVD in space. Yet. True or false? Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story.
True.
Was that sent into space? Why would you say that?
Because
you don't have to say why.
Because he's prepared. He's got the bubble around his head.
You know he's not a real person.
What is this catchphrase?
To infinity and beyond.
Yeah, of course he went.
True, he did go. But it was not the actual person, it was the action figure.
Yeah, it wasn't Tim Allen.
There is no actual person.
Tim Allen
2008 Discovery
went
mission.
To jail.
He lived in the International Space Station for more than 450 days. That dude's a champ.
Yeah. Tim Allen was in jail.
True or false? 2 Iranian Turtles.
To mate?
Getting a little random here.
To mate.
Yeah,
was it a male and a female?
Let's say to mate.
It was all about turtle reproduction in space.
Yeah, because you got to make sure those turtles can reproduce in space.
Well, studies show that if we go, the next thing in the line is turtles.
True or false?
True.
Iranian Turtles.
Why
Iranian.
not? True, yes.
It is true.
Hey, that's 5!
Here's a little something to learn. First of all, February 3rd, 2010, ISA, that's the Iranian Space Agency, or Iranian, I don't care how you say it, launched Kavakshar 3, that's Explorer 3
You
rocket.
don't care how you say it, of course you don't.
Maybe
they do.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry. I don't know how to say it. Iranian? They launched 1 rodent, 2 turtles, and several worms into suborbital space. Did you know Iran had a space program?
No.
They don't anymore. They shut it down a few days ago.
They're like, we got to quit putting turtles and stuff in space.
January 9th, 2015, the Iranian government shut down the agency due to financial constraints.
Yeah, because the turtles
are back on
space. It's expensive.
The turtles are safe. True or false? And let's see. So
I've already gotten 5. I get that.
You've already won the cord?
I get the moon cord.
This is just for bragging rights. True or false? Was it sent into space a Sega Game Gear? That is the 8-bit handheld game console we all loved.
Sega had a really big decade in the 90s, and that was when we were sending stuff up into space left and right.
Well, just think about what astronauts get bored. What are they going to do?
And there's 3 buttons, A, B, and C. Yes.
No. I'm sure astronauts would have loved to place Sonic and Tails in orbit, but it hasn't happened. Yet. I got one more for you. This is just bonus, okay? You can wear it as a necklace if you get this one right. True or false, sent into space, Creamains.
What?
Cremated remains, dead people's ashes. Space burial.
Yeah, you can do that. In fact, when you get a star named after you, that's what happens. You also get your remains. That's what's going to happen to you.
I know you've had a star named after me, and I do remember it daily and appreciate it.
Your cremains will be shot into space by me personally.
You're right.
My space cannon.
It is true for different reasons. 2 companies, Celestis and Elysium, offer space burials, and there's an app to track where you are in space or where your relative is for around $2,000. It eventually gets back to Earth, and when it does, it burns up. It's like
it's a double burn.
Becomes a shooting star.
It's like refried beans.
Plus,
but it's just people.
Right. Celestus can bury you on the moon. For
How
real.
much is that?
$12,500.
Put my name on the list.
They haven't done it in a couple of years, but their website's still operational. It just doesn't look too...
Put me up there with 2 Iranian turtles.
Turtles. All right, there it is. Congratulations, Rhett. You're already sporting your...
Anytime you want to wear this necklace.
This thing has been to space and back.
And around my neck.
Thank you for learning. You're welcome for learning. Thanks for liking and commenting on this video.
You know what time it is.
I'm Xander. I'm Kobe.
And we're at Limrock Cave, Alabama, and it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
If you like square pictures, you can get your fix on our Instagram, Rhett and Link, Miniature Horse Monday. Anybody? Huh?
Click through to Good Mythical More. I give you the backstory on this amazing thing, and also got a few more things that were sent into space. We continue the game. Join us.
Verbal tennis, home decor. This is when we have to ask questions back and forth, and they have to be related to home decor, and they have to be related to the question before, and you can only ask questions.
So what do you think of that 3-legged couch?
What do you think of the satin cover on it?
I was wondering what you were gonna do with
That's
it.
a statement.
Hey, corned beef boy, they gonna send you to the moon again? What's that in your pocket? Huh? Got a little corned beef in that pocket?
Was he heating it up like a Hot Pocket?
Yeah.